Hello everybody and welcome back to GreenRiver. So for the first time ever, I've got the AI extension mod running, which is fantastic news. Many people have wanted me to use it for a long time. So today is the day. And the AI extension mod is basically to improve the worker. It can deal with different situations much better, whereas the in-game worker, well, as we've demonstrated already, isn't too bad, but it does have a tendency to crash into objects which, well, anybody with a bit of sense would know not to hit. So yes, that is what's happening with the Combine Harvester. It's on the AI extension, and we're going to do the carting, but today's episode is not about combining at all. We're just going to have to keep jumping across to the lorry whenever it's full, but it does fill up very slowly. In fact, at the moment it is only 30% full, but I still unload it. Since we're going to disappear in a minute, we're going to go off and do a different job. Try and keep it going as much as we can do. Okay, I think I might have got in the way there. Unless it does unload... Oh, I think there might be an option. There could be an option for unloading on the move. Let's just see here. I'm not too sure. It's probably in helper settings. Let's just see. There we go. Off. Perfect. Right, so that is unloaded. That's all very good. What we need to do is go across to this very nice 8RT John Deere. We need to actually probably keep the cultivator here for the time being, because we do actually have some sugar beet that needs to be planted too. This field is going to be a real mixture. I think there's going to be 3 different crops in here: potatoes, sugar beet and wheat. There are 2 reasons for this, and well, the reason for having the potatoes and wheat is for the pig food mixture. The reason for having the sugar beet, and I suppose the potatoes as well, is for the upcoming Roper DLC. I'd like to have some crops ready to harvest for when it is available for me to do a video on. So it's very important that we do actually have some fields ready to go. This does mean we're going to have to do a bit of cultivating here. Not a great deal, because the middle piece here is going to be wheat anyway, so we'll just do probably up here and then to the left of that at the top as whatever crop we choose. It'll be sugar beet or potatoes, I'm not too sure at this stage, but we must have something. Very important, because I do need to be able to try out these machines. I can't wait to do it. It's actually out on the 13th of March, the Roper DLC. If you're not sure what the Roper DLC is, basically it adds a load of sugar beet and potato equipment into the game, but also there is a material loader, and by that I mean, well, you know, I'll probably just show you, actually it'd be better. If you've seen before on the beet loader, we've got the Homer Exact. Basically one of these. It will load up a material from the ground, but it doesn't just do potatoes or just do sugar beets. It will also do different crop types as well. The 2 I've seen in the video, which you've probably seen as well, is wood chips and chaff or grass. It probably can do more, but at the moment I'm not entirely sure. So that would be a nice thing to try out, see exactly which materials it can pick up. But yeah, I'll just get this done. We'll do this corner, and then the middle section can be wheat, and then obviously left side is potatoes and sugar beet. The same with the other side, whichever we don't put on this side. It might be overcomplicating it a bit, but there is logic in this crazy idea. Well, that's that done. I think we should probably just go over there and neaten up that piece as well. Yeah, I didn't want to actually unfold it, just wanted to lift it up. But that is, yeah, that is that corner. And this section over here is virtually done. Although I'm probably not going to plant whichever crop it is up to the edge, because we need to have a turning space for the harvester. We might as well cultivate it just in case I do change my mind, as we're going to take this back to the yard now. And whether or not we're going to use the 8RT again today, I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't have thought it would do. It's not really a suitable tractor for the planters, but yeah, I'm not going to say we're not going to. Now, looking at the very useful glance mod, we can see that the Combine Harvester is 61% full. So we'll take this back to the yard. We've got plenty of time for that. Then we'll go back over to the canola field and we'll unload the combine. It seems to be getting on very well. So there is yes, a lot to be said for the AI extension mod. And it's taken me about 10 months? It might have come out about 10 months ago, I'm not entirely sure. But that's how long it's taken me to actually get it. And now I feel stupid because obviously all this time I've been trying to get the in-game worker to work, and I could have just been using the AI extension mod. So, oh well, that's not the end of the world, I suppose, although it would have made my life much easier. But I know for the future. Oh, I'm so annoyed. A good pile of tyres is still there, must be for the silage pit. I wonder if we can pick them up. Oh, that's a good point actually. If you can do, then we could actually do that when we do some silage. We could cover it out. Oh, that's not going to go in there, is it? I'm sort of committed now. That's annoying. It might go through. But yes, what we could do is we could cover a silage pit over, then put the tyres over the top if we can actually pick them up. Oh, there's loads. There's another pile just there. That's incredible. I guess there are a few silage pits though, so you do need to have quite a few. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see. Are you ready? Too heavy. But there is a mod which will allow us to pick these up. It basically removes your weakness and you can pick up anything within reason, which will be very useful. So I'm going to go back around the corner. Obviously we can't put the big cultivator or the big drill under cover because they're just too big, but we can put the tractor away. Sorry hens, oh, you're going between the tracks, it's alright. I think, I hope. Yeah, we'll turn around here. And we are indeed going to do some pigs eventually. But it's alright, it won't be a failure this time because we don't have the restrictions of money, so it will be much better. But we do still have the restriction of feed if I don't keep on top of it, so that would be the only thing getting in the way if I mess up. Yeah, so money is not a problem. And I think really, from reading everyone's comments, the balance seems to be fairly good now. I think I've almost got it there. So we have one semi-realistic series and one like this one, just like a crazy series. Not unrealistic or anything, except for the money. Just, you know, have great fun doing it. It's the best way. Because you can have too much of each. You can have too much of the realism side of things, and you can have too much of just, you know, messing about and having unlimited money. You've got to have the balance. I'm going to put this in here, and then I think we use the 7RT, which is just here. We're going to have to drop the trailer off the back because we don't actually require it. We have the lorry. The combine is full. It's also blocked, but I'm guessing it's just full. And actually I might just tab across to it. That would be easier. I shouldn't have let it get this far. I was going to keep checking up on it, but then I got distracted by some tyres. Well, we'll just get it done. There we go. Since we've now got the option on for the combine to move when it's being unloaded, it's allowing me to get something out of it. So I've let it continue to here. We can then give it time to turn around, and we can unload it going back up the field so we're not driving in the crop. Mind the water. I don't need to say that anymore. It's never going to go in the water. The worker grew a brain. Or common sense, actually. They do have brains in the base game, it's just they don't have the common sense. It's only the odd occasion where they completely mess up. Right, that's looking good. Keep it going. Think we're there. Looks like it. Right. It puts the auger in automatically. That's nice. Let's go back. We need to be in this tractor here. We need to go to the shop. We're going to grab a planter, whichever one we decide to do. Actually, we might have them both going at the same time, because again, we've got the AI extension mod on the tractors, so we can actually use them to plant potatoes and to plant the sugar beet. So I'm looking forward to that, and also we can use another tractor, possibly the 8RT, to do the wheat. So we can possibly have 3 tractors in the same field all at the same time, which would look quite impressive. Here is the shop, as you'll probably know by now. chances are you've already played the map anyway before I came to it. Right, okay, so if we go to sowing machines, we should be able to select the bigger potato planter. There's the smaller one. I think... Was that right? Or was that the bigger one? No, that's the small one. That is the big one just there. 6, 3. Can you get bigger? No. Okay, so we'll take this and we'll get it filled up. Obviously these are only on lease because we're only going to keep them for as long as it takes to do this. Okay, so here we are, and I think we can fill up from here, but if we have some potatoes in storage, which we possibly do, then we can go and fill up from there as well. It is closer to the field, the silo, so I'll fill it up the first time from here, and depending on if we've got enough, we can then decide if we need to go and refill from the silo. The other good thing about this one is we can actually refill with fertiliser as well. Okay, so there we go, that's cost over £10,000, so let's hope it's worth it. And we now need the liquid fertiliser, which is just here, instead of pellets. The combine harvester is 50% full. I mustn't forget about it. The good thing is we're going very close to that field when we go over to the other field, so we can actually just, you know, deviate and go and do that unloading first. Just drive over these chickens, not literally obviously. Hopefully have them going through the middle of the tractor. They are everywhere. Many hens. Okay, so here we are. This is the top field. We came off a different road, so we're actually further north than 427, but we're still in walking distance, so I can very simply just run over there. Now, despite this being a fairly straight piece, as you've already seen, it does go around the corner, and, well, it'd be interesting to see how the mod works. Just detecting the field as far as I'm aware. That's good. Okay. Oh, there is an option which has to be changed. I think it's something to do with... Which one was it? Possibly active side. Oh, was that supposed to be... Sorry, I'm very new to this. Let's try again. See how it goes. I might have... Yes, I probably should have started over here. That's better. That's working very well. So we can leave the very first machine to it. And, well, it won't take too long, so there is a possibility that by the time the last tractor has started, the first one will have finished. Let me just tab across to the... There's the combine harvester. To the lorry. We'll very quickly get this done. Or actually, it's coming back down this way, so we'll unload going back up if it can do. Let's hope it fits it all in. Failing that, I'll just have to drive in the crop. I'll wait here. Right, the other John Deere tractor, just here, this one is going to be used on the sugar beet planter. Now, do we have one? It is just basically a planter. I don't think we do. No. Okay. Well, we'll have to get one. Yeah, because that is simply for potatoes. Okay. Well, I think if I choose this one here, we can't go for anything too big or too expensive. Then that'll make life much easier than using the very small one. Although, with it being a small field, the small one would have worked, but then in the long run it might have been more hassle, since it would be the only tractor still going. The others had finished and gone home. Now obviously we have actually filled up the potato planter quite a bit, it's fairly full, so if we don't run out, then what we will do is the field which is currently being harvested, we'll cultivate a section on there, and we'll plant the rest of them in that field. Because although money isn't a problem, we can't be wasting stuff. That's just not right. Now I've just jump cut, and I came over to here to just check and see how it was going. and it's actually managed to finish the first piece and then turn the corner and come down here. That's incredible. I've also unloaded the combine, so that is really good. Amazing. Which means we can now continue. That is a seriously fast fill. You must get through it very quickly. Unless you don't need as many... Yeah, maybe you don't need as much seed per acre. Anyway, let's take all this over to the field as well. I don't know how the others are going to be getting on. They might have finished, they might have got stuck. We'll soon find out, but there is still 2 hired workers. So that is looking very promising. And of course there's us. The workers probably outsmart us now. Well, there's the other John Deere tractor, still cracking on, doing a good job by the look of it. And, well, this one's going to be working at this end of the field. There should be no issues here. It's all perfectly straight. This one should be easier than the far side, with the exception actually of this piece here, because it does go around the bend. Maybe I should have cultivated it perfectly straight, but yes, let's just hope it can actually get around that. In fact, what I might do is just start it off, just to make life easier for everybody. So, yeah, PTO, something I forget quite often. Oh, my steering wheel is controlling my player. How interesting. It does that very rarely. I don't know why. Right. Put a straight line of sugar beet in. It was straightish. And now for a worker. I might have to change the working side. Soon find out. Yep, I will do. Now the reason why it wasn't working is because it was actually set to circle. It needs to be up and down. It should now work. Yes, there we go. Brilliant. Okay, turn. Oh, you're so intelligent. Right. The other one is showing up as finished. Oh, I can see why. It has sort of cornered itself just here. The other one is showing up as finished. It's cornered itself just here. Stuck in the corner. So if I just do this piece in the middle, then we should be able to finish off at the top. But I do need to bring the 8RT back with the big drill, so we can finish everything today. We're going to leave a very small margin between each crop type, just so they don't get too mixed up. But we can't be wasting land, so it really will be probably half a metre, if that. Nice potatoes, nice sugar beet, still going. The combine's still going. So things are looking very positive here. Because we can keep all the different workers going at the same time, it's going to speed up the process of everything an awful lot. It hasn't done much here, but it's actually managed to drive around the headland of the field. Look at that. And it's done it perfectly too. That's incredible. That is most of it done. I think the potatoes finished. It's just the sugar beet left to do over there, but the workers got stuck, which should be the first incident today, I think, which is much less than normal. Now, although we've only done a very small section here, we only have 30% left of potatoes. We will use those potatoes up in the other field, but that won't be today. I'll get us back on track, and then we'll go over to the combine harvester, finish that if we can do. I think it's almost finished. The trailer which we're unloading the canola into, is almost full as well, and so far the entire field is in that trailer. So it just goes to show how big that trailer is. If it was a wheat field or a barley field, then we'd have to unload a few times, but simply because it is canola, that is the reason. It's very profitable as well. Right, hopefully it doesn't have any more issues. Just make sure it's going to go alright. It has done, fantastic. There's the worker and the combine harvester. It's virtually finished. Oh, it's actually got that corner left to do. Well, we'll still unload it because we need to unload the lorry trailer here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll come back with the lorry, park it up, grab the 8RT and either take the drill over to the field or take the drill over to the field and do the field. Depends how much time we've got. That couldn't have been worse timing either because it's going to be on the wrong side. Well, it's only 66% full, so we could actually wait. I might do. The beacons have come on the combine harvester. It's over 80% full, 86% full, and we're only going to be able to take a tiny piece of this, 10% of the trailer, although 10% of this trailer is still quite a bit. It's gone a little bit laggy there. Hopefully it calms down. And we need to choose the best place to go and sell this. It might be the usual place, Drewton's, but we're about to find out. So we've managed to get the combine harvester down to, looks like about 50%. 53, 52. Good. Right, okay, so if we go onto this page, we can see the canola. Best price is 1170, and that is Drewton's. Yeah, so we'll go over there, just over the trees, over the... I was going to say over the hill, but yeah, I couldn't really get away with saying there's a hill there. It's just over the fields, and far away. Okay, so here we are. So I've noticed something, and I always seem to get this frame rate issue when I'm looking in a certain direction. Right, if I turn the camera, it's gone all smooth. It's calmed down. It only seems to happen... Is it south or north I'm looking? It might be south. But I've known this problem before, you know. Back on FS09, the second version of Farming Simulator, there was a map on there which did the same thing. And I never got to the bottom of it, so I really don't know. It's probably just me, you know. Right, watch that money. This is going to be impressive. This is the most we're going to get in one go. Yep, quite happy with that money. That's not bad for one day's work. £54,991. Nice. Here I am, back again, 87% full. Oh, I just hit a shrub. And it's going to be finished in no time. It's also in the perfect position for unloading. Yeah, so we're going to wrap things up in a minute. I do want to take the John Deere tractor over to the field though, so we can get it done before the harvest of the sugar beet and the potatoes. Because I'd like to see what it looks like with 3 different crops in the same field. It must be quite an interesting look. The minimap especially would be like a different colour. 3 different colours, like a Neapolitan ice cream. I'll just go over here. Then we can get quite a bit out of it. But so far, our field just over here, as you can see, is showing the potatoes. It's also showing the sugar beet in white and the previous crop of canola, but that'll be changing to like this yellowy sandy colour of wheat. It's all looking good. That's all done. Right. Well, we'll get this thing set up. That's finished. Wait there. Here it is, and start the engine. We've gotten the fuel, so that's all really good. The drill is just over here. And I'm hoping it's got enough seed in it. Okay, it has 9%, but it does have enough fertiliser. So we just need to have a seed top up. and then we can close the seed hopper on the back. We probably don't have to fill it 100%, but I might as well do, as it's bound to be used very soon after the following field. Right, up to the field. Let's just go and park it somewhere. I'll set it as wheat, otherwise next time I come to it and start drilling oilseed rape again, or canola. So yeah, wheat it is. We'll stick with the wheat, and we'll be ready to go straight away in the next episode. And here we are. Yeah, so it will just be this middle section, which is wheat, which is still a fairly large area. It's going to be the most interesting harvest ever. We're going to have 3 different crops and 3 different harvesters. Sugar beet harvester, potato harvester and combine harvester. It's going to be fun. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.